Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. And the Hawkeyes will boot it away to start the game. On the run from inside his own 5. And the return man showing great vision to be able to find space and put his team. Much better field position. So Ohio State's offense will have the football first. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Blast is way ahead, but not much room. A pickup of 1 to the 24. This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Back to pass, it's McBride. Under fire. He'll try to do it himself. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Hang on, Sloopy. The Buckeye crowd alive on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires it incomplete.
This is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
Kick is good. The offense has 3 points to show for the drive. And the first points of the day come on that field goal.
You've got to make the opponent pay for turning the football over. And while this team would have liked to have scored a touchdown off that pick, I think they're pretty happy getting the field goal.
He was hoping for something a little more dynamic than they get him on the ground at the 20. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. The give to the tailback. They're going to need to get something started, finding themselves in a 3-0 hole. The Buckeyes want to crank the tempo.
Really good decision-making by the quarterback. Don't get greedy. Yes, I can make reads, and I can pull it, and I can throw it all the yard. If I can take 10-plus yards and continue to do that and continue to be smart with my decision-making, this offense is going to be very difficult to stop.
Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. Now it's 1st and 10 from the 46-yard line. On the run, it's Jackson. There he goes! An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. The Buckeyes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. As they unpack the pile, it's part of Ohio State's DNA to have a lethal running game.
And this is a trend, Reese. We can go back as long as you want to go back. And we can go back a couple years to J.K. Dobbins, and we can go all the way back to Eddie George. They always find great running backs at Ohio State.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Makes the grab. It's Pitts. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. They're within field goal range at the 29. Let's see if they can pick up a few or the first down on 3rd and long. Gets it past the marker. Got some room in under the goal line. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Buckeyes!
And what a nice touchdown run. And this is a team effort, right? It's got to start with the offensive line to give you that crease. And then the wide receivers start to kick in. And the running back, he handles the rest. Nice touchdown run.
They're ready to kick it away. And this crowd is buzzing after that last score. He'll bring it out. It's Dennis. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Iowa has him back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. A little bit of feeling he each other out. They're down 7-3 as they open this drive. The give from the gun. Hines is way ahead for 3 out to the 16.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. To the air, it's McBride. Rushes on him. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10. The Hawkeyes line up to punt it away. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Gets his first one of the day off. He was called on 4 times in last week's win. Corrals it at the 45. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Off to a good start here and back to work now with a 7-3 lead.
What a play by the defender that time, because he's matched up one-on-one man coverage against an outstanding wide receiver, and it's the defender who makes the play. Really, really good position. He was up to the challenge. Interesting to see if this quarterback goes his way again.
They make the stop at the 37, but not before. He's got 10 yards and the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Quarterback making checks. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming.
In football, you hear the term quick, but don't hurry. And you can tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. And I think he hurried it a little bit too much. Got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate in his pass.
These RPO runs, they're like body blows. I like them because it just sort of chips away at a defense. You'll take these kind of gains all game long. You keep running the football this way, you're going to keep moving the sticks. You're going to keep driving this defense back, so keep at it with the RPO.
And the Buckeyes moving quickly to the line. They'll move the wide receiver. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. He steps out of bounds right at the 15-yard line. Just had a solid pickup on 1st. Now let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Snagged out of the air. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6. The defense uses their 2nd timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. The Buckeyes line it up with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Ohio State.
This defense is going to have to do a better job being physical. That's 2 rushing touchdowns they've now allowed. They have got to be better close to the line of scrimmage.
And the extra point was good. Let's see what he can do with the return. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Iowa has the ball back on offense. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. He'll pitch it. Not a lot of room there. Give him a couple to the 16.
Playing the option, man. Consistently playing responsibility football. Nice job by the defense being where they're supposed to be.
He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And he's got it inside the 35.
And that is a backbreaker if you're the defense, because you've done your job up to that point. You've set up the offense in 3rd and very long. You know they're going to throw it. You cannot allow a guy to get open that deep down the field for an explosive play. Somebody's going to have to answer for that when they get to the sideline.
The play action fake. Looking down the middle. Complete downfield. They bring him down, but he's got a 1st and goal from the 10. And the Hawkeyes are moving quickly down the field. On the option. Now the toss. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They've moved it inside the 10. Now 2nd and goal from the 9. The run up the middle, trying to find his way to the goal line. And he was greeted by a host of defenders and barely gets it back to the line of scrimmage. And he's able to shed 1 tackle, but still, just a very short gain. They'll send out the kicker to try to salvage this drive. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. Oh, he missed it. No good. My goodness, you need those field goals, guys, to cut into that deficit. We're still at 11. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. The RPO, it's complete. Still running at the 40. There he goes. At the 20. The 10. Touchdown, Buckeyes. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. No midseason concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
The coverage team maintains his discipline, not much doing on that return. This should be the last play of the quarter. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. Stonewalled again. No gain on the play. They keep trying to stick with the running game, but there's not much getting done. Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here. They came out and jumped on them early in the first. Let's take a break and look at the first quarter stats. Now, the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the second. So 2nd down here as we're back at it after the break. They'll run play action. Got his man in the middle. And the big fella couldn't elude the cornerback who makes a sure tackle.
Well, you hear all the time that the tight end's the QB's best friend. You saw a perfect example of it on that last play, right? 2nd down, you need to pick up some positive yards to keep this 3rd down manageable. Really nice job of executing there.
As a defense, we are talking about this right now. As soon as they come out under center, alert, alert, quarterback sneak, everybody dive at the feet of the offensive lineman, create a pile, jump to the football. Great job by the defense, understanding the formation, stopping the quarterback sneak.
He only needs a sliver of daylight. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Nice hands on the right sideline as he has it for a huge gain. He finally goes out of bounds, but you better check that laundry on the field. The officials throw the flag, but the offense won't need it. They'll decline that and keep the big play. As a defense, you hate to let them move the chains on a penalty, but that's what they did. It's 1st and 10. Runs through a tackle. He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave a little bit of everything on that one. The Buckeyes heading quickly to the line. They'll move the tight end. They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. And they just tried to slam it in from the doorstep, but they went nowhere, and it'll be marked down at the 1. They go right back to this guy on 2nd and goal. Going right back to the well, and this time he finds water. Gets it into the end zone for the touchdown.
Reese, that's 3 for the young fella. I mean, this dude's smelling the end zone. Anytime he gets near it, you know he's going to lower his shoulder, do whatever it takes to get in the end zone. The hat trick, the 3rd touchdown.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Dennis. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. Leaves it with the back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. From the gun, the running back has it. Right there to stop him, and that'll be a loss of 3. Backing up and backing up on the first 2 plays now to try to throw it in drive on 3rd down. Can't get him to the ground. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. The Hawkeyes will bring the punt team onto the field. Looks it in at the 40. Little pressure on the coverage team there, and they'll stop him at the 47-yard line. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the 1st down. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Back to pass. He lets it fly. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with a turnover. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
And they'll take over 1st and 10.
Looking downfield, it's Montgomery. Makes the grab. And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a bigger gain. And the Hawkeyes with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Give to the running back. Find some fresh air. On his feet at the 40. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a 1st down. The Hawkeyes, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Gives it on the option. Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20. The big pickup on 1st down leaves them with 2nd and 1. Everybody and their brother showing blitz. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down. And the Hawkeyes are on the move. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Under fire. And the rush will get to him at the 25.
And every time he gets brought down, everybody kind of gasps for a second because you're already on quarterback number 2, and you got to protect him. You got to keep him upright. The least amount of hits as possible because you definitely don't want to go to QB number 3.
Here comes the heat. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. And now this offense will try to figure out a way to move the chains after that 2nd down incompletion. He won't get there. It'll bring up 4th down. Looks as if they'll send out the field goal unit. Not a particularly long kick from 36 yards out, but he'll have to guide it in from the left hash. Absolutely perfect.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Here's the return from inside his 10. And he'll be brought down after a solid effort on that return. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Showing the arm strength down the left side. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. Touchdown, Ohio State. And they take it in for 6 more points.
This This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Iowa has the ball back on offense. Guys, that last trip a little disappointing having to take the 3.
Yeah, and I think, Jesse, you see so many offenses talk about getting yards and the tempo and all the stuff they do.
Turning it on! That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. The Hawkeyes come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. To the air, it's Montgomery. He's got his man, makes the grab. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. The corners are walked up tight. Pressure coming. A strike downfield. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down. And the Hawkeyes come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. Complete. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain. Working well behind the sticks on second down. They just keep firing. Going to try to pop one on the screen. And that did not work. Defense spelled that one out from the beginning. A little less room to work with now as the ball's at the 28. And here's a fumble way behind the line.
Woo. Deep breath, right? Man, you fumble that thing, you cough it up. You're like, oh, I really appreciate you, brother. I can't tell you how much I thank you because the coaches would have been all over me, but big-time break for the offense.
It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. So they put the field goal on the board and about to kick it away, and hoping that'll be the final points of this first half. On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. And the Buckeyes now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Jackson. Stumbled to the ground. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, backed up inside their 20. From the gun, wants to pass. Right down the middle. Got his man downfield. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Wants to throw on first down. He uncorks one deep. Makes the grab down the middle. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Quarterback may change this route. They'll throw it from the red zone. Can't make the connection. Incomplete pass, and 1 second remains.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Buckeyes! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
I gotta tell you, this offense has done some really good things here in this first half, and that was so critical. Scoring on their last possession of the half, they're padding their lead, and they've put so much pressure now on the opponent.
That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Fellas, looks like we've got a great one going down in Columbus today. And how can we begin our analysis of that first half without singing the praises of one of the elite backs in football? Racking up huge numbers on the ground, even throwing the occasional block. This kid is the total package. And if this defense doesn't adjust its strategy, he could be headed towards a career day.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. Nifty run there, pickup of 6 out to the 25. The Hawkeyes in a good spot here with second and short. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Wants to throw, it's Montgomery. Flips it out to the back. And they knock him down. There was nowhere to go. Defense is swarming. And the Hawkeyes are at the line looking to convert on third and short. Leaves it with the back. Now they'll really try to get this drive going. Good execution on third down as they have it 1st and 10 at the 31. The Hawkeyes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Now they'll run it to the right here. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Couldn't get him blocked on that last one. Now it's 2nd and 14. It'll be a draw. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. They're going to keep this drive going. They'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. He leaves it with his back. It's a fumble. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
I'll tell you, honestly, I don't know what that player could have done to hold on to that football. That defender absolutely popped him. He knocked him into next week. There was no chance he was holding on to that ball.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Man, oh man, the ball carrier was just shut down.
And I tell you what, they need some push up front too, right? They got to move those defensive linemen out of the way, at least create a hole so your running back has a chance.
Oh, he's got some space. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Ohio State. Oh, they blocked the extra point. He picks it up. That's a live ball. They didn't have a whole lot of real estate in front of them when they took over possession, but they wasted no time. Couple of plays into the end zone. Returner's going to try to see what he can get. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. As it turns out, the fumble on that last drive set up the touchdown, David.
And there's no bigger stat in football than turnovers. You turn the football over, they turn it into points.
And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. He is a menace rushing the passer. Career sack number 20.
I mean, some people just have a knack for getting to the quarterback. What a great job throughout his career. Getting there, getting him down, getting pressures. He has been a quarterback's worst nightmare.
I was just going to say, David, you don't sleep well as a quarterback.
Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. And it's going to be a pick six. Touchdown, Buckeyes. The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, don't drop it. Then thought, don't get caught, don't get caught. And he didn't. The pick six.
Hey, these guys can play offense, too, now. Look at this. I showed you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job making the interception. And you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back.
And he did a good job bobbing and weaving and finding a little bit of running room on that return. To the air, it's Montgomery. Here's the pressure. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22. And the Hawkeyes have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Wants to go up top. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. They'll leave it with him. He cannot get there. It'll be 4th down. The Hawkeyes will call on their punt team. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. And the coverage team down there to touch the ball. No return on this play.
You know, punt cover teams have a tough job because oftentimes they've got to tackle a guy out in the open field, and a really good one at that. But how about their ability to get to the returner and not just get the tackle, but create the takeaway? That is a massive play on special teams.
Motion from the wideout. Touch pass on the jet sweep. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. To the ground with the back. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 1 to the 22.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
There are a lot of offenses out there that will probably be a little bit more conservative when you've got a lead like this in the 3rd quarter. But when you've got the playmakers these guys have, the skill positions throwing the football, you should keep airing it out, and that's exactly what they're doing now.
Power football with the run. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Takes this handoff and headed to the right. Past the 1st down marker and still running. He's got it out of bounds at the 41-yard line. The Buckeyes have this offense rolling. The give to the back. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They run the reverse. Outstanding work by this defense, reading their keys, staying at home, and knocking him down for a loss.
Everybody loves those trick plays, man, those misdirections, but the problem is when you stay home and you play the play really disciplined and sound like this defense does, you knock it dead. And a lot of times,
breaks into the open. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Buckeyes trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. Quarterback on the keeper. Trying to get in the end zone, and the ball is loose. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover. It's great to have a running threat at quarterback, but he's got to take care of the ball once he gets into traffic, and he didn't there.
He does, Reese, and he's a guy that is going to get a lot of opportunities to carry the football in this game because of the speed, because of his open field running ability, but you're right. Got to be better with your ball security. This defense, when they see the quarterback running, they start getting excited. That's a guy they feel they can rip the ball away from. They did right there.
And they pick up just a few on that completion. 4 punts already, and they've got to convert here to avoid a 5th. He'll do it himself. At the 20, he's got space. A really nice run from deep in his own territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 29. And the Hawkeyes, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Rides to back and leaves it. Finds his way for 3 out to the 33. After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Just gets rid of it before the heat.
And this is why this team is losing this game. They cannot protect their quarterback. He's already been sacked a bunch of times. Almost got sacked right there. This guy doesn't have a chance with the way...
Lofts one deep down the right side. Hits him in stride inside the 10. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be first and goal. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. With the run on first and goal. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
And that's hard to swallow. You're in scoring position. You got set up perfectly inside the 5-yard line. Everything looking good. You can't fumble the football. You got to take care of it. Man, what a missed opportunity for this offense.
And as they get him to the ground, clock running, looks as if time will expire here in the third. Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. Looking for a crease to the left. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
And the Buckeyes will punt it away on fourth. Already kept, and they will score. Touchdown, Iowa!
And they did a really nice job on that punt block. They haven't showed that this year yet, so they overloaded the one side. They used their speed to get the block, and then how about scooping and scoring and taking it to the crib?
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, a quick update on a notable game going on right now in the ACC. Wake Forest is getting blitzed right now at home in front of that loyal fan base. Loyal, but my goodness, that's being tested today. They're trailing by 17 to Louisville. Never know what's going to happen in the ACC, and we'll circle back if anything develops you should know about.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Motion from the wide receiver. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Fires to the wideout. Working on the right. There he goes. And he'll be run out of bounds, and these guys are piling up some serious yardage total. That last play is what you call a drive starter. They're out to the 47. It's first down. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. It's a running room. Inside the touchdown, Ohio State. They punctuate the chance with a trip to the end zone. They give themselves just a little more cushion as they close in on extending this winning run. And with the way he's throwing it right now, there are some big names at the top of that record list. J.T. Barrett, Dwayne Haskins, Justin Fields. Might be getting ready to move them down a notch.
And moving those guys down, that's a day. That's the day you dream about. That's the day where the ball's barely touching the ground, you're in a zone, and everything is going your way.
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Iowa has the ball back on offense. That last fumble proved to be costly as they cashed it in for a touchdown.
Yeah, and so this defense now is juiced. They're excited and ready to go. So this offense, David, they've got to get something going.
Yeah, those turnovers can be contagious, man. They get you excited, and then when your offense takes it down the field and does something with it, this offense better be ready to play against a motivated defense.
Looking to throw, it's Montgomery. Bringing the heat. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on. So now it's second and long. He'll pull it on the read. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. He's got it inside the 30. And they'll bring him down after the long completion, a chunk play for the offense. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Hawkeyes have their offense in high gear. Wants to go up top on first down. Had to get rid of it quickly. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds. Backed up now, here's second and long. Looking to fire. He's got the back in the middle.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on it.
Pocket breaking down. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24. So here comes the field goal unit again. This kicker has already made 3 in this one. The kicker will try to punch one through from 41 yards away. Smashes it between the uprights. Well, they got 3 back, but that's about all you can say about it. After that last field goal drive, they're set to kick it away. And he takes this from inside the 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. Smart move to keep it on the ground. They get him stopped after a gain of 4 out to the 28.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Trying to keep the drive alive. Turning it on. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
Big reason why his team has the lead right now late is because of his performance running the football. Well over 100 yards in this game. They knew that they were going to have to really put a lot of pressure on him. He'd have to shoulder the load, and he has delivered for his offense all game long.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. From the gun, the running back looking for room. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here. They'll run for it on 3rd and short. That'll be enough for the first down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line.
I think one of the biggest reasons why the scoreboard looks the way it does is this offense has been dominant on 3rd down. They have found a way to stay on the field. They do it again here late, running the ball on 3rd.
Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and this offense just a couple of minutes away from putting one in the win column. On the move, it's Jackson.
And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. You know, talking to the coaches coming to the game, like they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today, though. They got to go back to the drawing board, figure some things out, because this wasn't a great day.
Coming to the line of scrimmage at the 30. It would be a long field goal, but they'd love to pick up a few here on 3rd and long. Running back searching for a hole. Stop behind the line, he'll lose a yard. Now it looks as if they'll settle for the field goal try. And very important, not only to generate power, but to find his mark, a 49-yard try from the left. Never a doubt for this big-footed guy. 49-yard field goal is good.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, fourth quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we looking pretty good.
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Coming out on first down with the play fake. It's complete to the left. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. To the air, it's Montgomery. Throws to the wideout. Got a man in the middle. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. New set of downs after the completion. To the air on first down. And the rush will get to him at the 25.
And that play is a microcosm of what this game has been. They have not been able to protect their quarterback all game long, early or late, up front. Moving forward, this offense has got to do a better job, or else they're going to be in a lot of trouble. You cannot give up as many sacks as they have in this game and expect to win.
So the PI penalty cost the defense 15 and a fresh first down for the O. The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. Looking to throw on first down. Takes a hit as he fires. That one will be incomplete, and we are down to 10 seconds to go. They're dealing with a second and long. Back to pass. A deep throw as the clock winds down. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit, just not enough of that today.
And the pass goes incomplete, and that's going to